What is going on, you savages? Welcome back to more WWE 2K18 coverage. And yesterday was a pretty big day. We got a lot of news, we got a lot of leaks as well, but the main thing was the fact that the backstage area was introduced to us by WWE 2K. And right off the bat, it is clear that they went all out for the backstage area. So what we're gonna do in this episode is we're gonna take an in-depth breakdown of that footage that was shown to us yesterday by WWE 2K. And even though this breakdown is 24 hours later, you guys already know that it's always worth it to watch it all the way. Also, after the in-depth breakdown, we're gonna be recapping of the other news that happened over the week, because there were a lot of it. So in case you guys missed anything, this video is gonna cover you up. And like I said, even though we are 24 hours late, show me what you got, you savages. Elbow drop that like button. Let's try to go for 1,000 likes, just like the other in-depth breakdowns. Anyways, let's get right to it. So Spotlight episode number 6 of the 2K Dev featured the backstage areas where we are able to navigate in my career mode and also interact with. So all of this area is gonna be a massive part for my career mode, as we're gonna be spending a lot of time there, free roaming and interacting with other superstars, similar to how it was discussed early on the week in my career mode article, which we will be recapping at the end. Nonetheless, the first showing that we got of the backstage area shows Cesaro and Sheamus, which by the way, it looks like WWE 2K, they kinda like Cesaro a lot because they do feature him in a lot of the promotion for the games every single year. And this probably has to do with the fact that Cesaro is one of the guys that have been working close with 2K for motion capture, dating all the way back from WWE 2K15. Nonetheless, the first section that we got over here is the gorilla position section. Not much have changed, but we do see a board, the television, a table, and also the production crate. It does look to be much more clear and spacious, which is great. The next area that we got is the locker room, which we see a lot of the objects from last year returning, but also more being added that without a doubt are going to be part of the interaction aspect of backstage mode. Nonetheless, as you guys can see, it featured table, the briefcase, luggages as well, and what it looks to be a couple of benches, which we will more than likely be able to interact with. And of course, let's not forget the television, which will more than likely be another OMG moment, just like it was in last year. Up next, we get a look of the backstage hallway, which features a lot much more things than it did last year. This looks to be the same hallway that we saw on the screenshots for my career mode, where we are able to interact with managers and also other superstars and legends that are just backstage. This year, the hallway itself features much more table, a lot of chairs, and even much more objects that were not in last year's game. All the way in the back, we also see a green screen and what it looks to be what people are saying that it is Brie Bella, and more than likely it is. Now, because of the green screen, this looks to be something completely new in the game to me. It could be the interview section, but it also looks like it could be a photo shoot. Regardless though, that's gonna be one of the sections where you're able to go to and interact with the superstar that is over there. Up next, we get the first look of the Authority office, and this time it features Triple H in it. A couple of things, the office does seems to be a little bit much more different, but it does feature some of the similar objects in the same style as last year, such as the office table. Much like the other backstage section, the Authority office is also more spacious. Feature a lot of couches which you're more than likely able to interact with. Up next, we got another backstage area, and this is the area where I'm probably gonna be spending the most time in. This is the catering area. That is why my player will more than likely end up being overweight. Imagine if there's tables around, which more than likely it is, and it's filled up with superstars that you're able to walk up to them and interact while you're eating with them. That will be beast. If my career mode ends up having that, it will be amazing. Anyways, here you see a bunch of things that you will find in catering, including a garbage can, which is a different one than the one that we are used to seeing in the arena, which is a nice change in things. My guess in regards to all these objects is that if they're in the game, chances are that we might be able to use all of them, just because I don't see them putting so many stuff in it if we're only gonna be limited to using 1 or 3. Why did I skip 2? I don't know why I skipped 2. Nonetheless, up next we get another look at the Authority office, but this time from a different angle. And you guys just can see how spacious it is and how it includes an extra table right in the middle, which more than likely is a hard surface table that we won't be able to break, similar to the office table that is towards the left. And I'm telling you guys, we're gonna be able to sleep in one of those couches. I am telling you this. Up next, we get another glimpse of the hallway and also the locker room, but in regards to the hallway, you guys could see that this we saw in my career mode article and screenshot that was shown to us early on this week, and this seems to be like the creation table where you will go and speak to the tailor and you're able to make your attire and customize it. And then inside the locker room, not sure if this was the same locker room that we saw before, because there might be two locker rooms, we don't necessarily know, but what we're able to see from this angle is something different, which is basically two treadmills. So this could be like the working out locker room, but I do have a question though. Hey, WWE 2K, where's the weights, bro? Not everything is cardio, you know? Up next, it is the good one, what it seems to be part of the parking lot. We got the security / parking lot attendant, I guess, inside with other monitors checking that everything is going well, right? Well, apparently not, because Cesaro and Seth Rollins, they're pretty much about to go somewhere. I don't know where, but it's unsafe, and they're going up, they're climbing, and this looks to be one of those objects that we're able to interact, and we're able to obviously make an oh my god moment out of it. So we know that we're able to interact with that, obviously, just like Cesaro and Seth Rollins are doing, but chances are that we could also interact with the ice machine and the clear windows that we see in the security office. Because if the backstage area is like previous WWE games, especially the last gen version that features a similar area, then chances are that those clear windows, we're gonna be able to break through it, similar to how it is with the television on the locker room and so on. So another oh my god moment to add to the list. Same with the ice as well. Up next, we get a look at the parking lot, which again features a lot of objects that we will more than likely be able to interact with. Expect a couple of oh my god moments in that limousine, and even though it's not shown here, I would not be surprised if we are actually able to go inside the limousine and perform some type of move. I know the Smackdown vs Raw series actually features something like that, so considering that they're bringing so many features back, I would not be surprised if this is one of those. We also got a lot of production crates, the forklift, which will be amazing if we're able to use it. Again, it feels like they wouldn't put it there if we're not able to at least interact with it, so very excited for that to see what we are able to do. This space also look huge, specifically with the next screenshot, which seems to be just the back of the parking lot area. We see the production truck featuring Brock Lesnar, the new render and also attire for Sasha Banks, Bray Wyatt, Sheamus, and Xavier Woods. We also see a ladder, meaning that we are able to go all the way up to the production truck and more than likely perform any type of OMGs and also any type of dives from the top. We also see Cesaro pushing one of the production crates towards Seth Rollins. So far, any crates that we have seen, chances are that if they have wheels, we're going to be able to interact with it, just like it is being shown right here. Now, this serves as a great moment to remind you guys of the skills and ability that we have been discussing over the last couple of weeks, specifically the new ones that are coming for WWE 2K18. Because now that we are able to see the backstage area, this new ability and skill makes sense. So two of the new skills for WWE 2K18 are Semi-Trailer Daredevil and Trust Daredevil. For the Semi-Trailer, perform a diving attack from the top of a truck semi-trailer in the parking lot. Requires top rope diver skill, which like I said, we're gonna be able to get on top of that trailer truck. For Trust Daredevil, perform diving attack from a truss, a supporting structure, which I wouldn't be surprised if this was from the scaffold. We also got two OMG moment that makes a hell of a lot much more sense now, so the car finisher and the semi-trailer finisher. So for the car finisher, perform a finisher on top of the car in the parking lot. For the semi-trailer finisher, perform a finisher from the top of a truck semi-trailer. But did you guys have an in-depth look at the backstage area? Like I said, make sure that you guys elbow drop that like button if you guys like my in-depth breakdowns. And now let's move on to other news that happened this week. So first off, throughout the week, WWE Games, they announced 3 more superstars to the default roster of WWE 2K18. So it looks like the default roster is not done yet and it's not completely filled up. This week 2K added Vince McMahon, Papa Shango, and Albert, who we have seen in the My Career Mode screenshots. Another alternate attire was also revealed by 2K Fave in the forums, as he indicated that the alternate The Rock from 2001 will be in the game. There were a lot much more confirmed, so make sure that you guys check out my alternate attire video if you guys haven't yet. Another new screenshot was also revealed featuring Grandmaster Leak, and for My Career Mode we learned a couple of stuff. stuff. The main takeaway from it is that my career mode will obviously be featuring free roaming, and we're gonna be able to interact with a lot of superstar legends in the backstage area. There's also two types of story progressions, one being fan favorite, which is basically the babyface, and the company man, which is the one that you get to play and have my player as a heel, where you help out the authority and you pretty much do everything for them and they help you out. One of the biggest things discussed about it though is that this year my career mode is gonna be much more rewarding. For example, if you learn the respect of the legends and you just become the fan favorite, then you're able to actually customize your own Universal Championship or your own WWE Championship, which if you look at it, it's pretty savage. And the last piece of news is in regards to all the leaks that have been happening specifically over the last 36 hours, because a demo of the game is being played at game events by the public, and because it looks like security is not doing their job well, there's a lot of leaks going around right now, again including people playing the game and also the menu, which I covered yesterday. This is not a surprise, these type of leaks always tend to happen, and the demo that everybody's playing is even more limited than the demos that I got to play during the 2K event during SummerSlam weekend, because it seems like the only match type that they have right now is a one-on-one, so everything has actually been very limited. With all these leaks, I would not be surprised if WWE 2K take it upon themselves to actually start releasing more stuff for the game now. Nonetheless, besides the menu, nothing else significant has been shown. The menu shows new rendering, which I discussed in previous videos, and for this specific demo, everybody was only able to play with Baron Corbin, John Cena, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, and Seth Rollins, as well as AJ Styles, so I believe there were only 6 superstars that everybody was able to play with. You can also see that the weight class is also specified as soon as you pick a superstar, or I should say while you're highlighting them, and all the way on the right side of their name you can also see their overall. Another image that I saw also showed the in-ring breakout and a new animation that it has. So just to explain it to you guys, imagine a superstar music hits to interrupt your match, and let's say you're AJ Styles, so it turns to an animation where AJ Styles is looking at the entrance waiting for the superstar to come and interrupt, but instead the superstar ends up coming from behind. So imagine Randy Orton from behind with an RKO from out of nowhere, interrupting your match. Now I already played the demo and I can confirm to you guys that this is not the only type of animation that there is for breakout interference, because I even explained one to you guys before where instead of the superstar coming from behind and attacking whoever's in the ring, they just actually came straight to them, and as soon as they got into the ring they just went at it. So again, there's a lot of different animations, which is good because other breakouts that are gonna be happening and interference is gonna keep things unpredictable. Anyways, you savages, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this WWE 2K18 roundup. In case you guys missed anything throughout the week, then you are now fully up to date. Elbow drop that like button if you guys found this informative, if you guys enjoyed the in-depth breakdown of it or the recap of this previous week. Like I said, it was a busy week, so you can only imagine what is ahead. So make sure that you guys turn on those notifications to be fully up to date. Elbow drop that like button, we are going for 1,000 likes, and subscribe if you haven't yet, because we're in the road to 50,000 subscribers. I'm Macho T, dig it.